Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Practical and Healing Applications of A Course in Miracles with me, Rebecca Quinn. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Thank you for showing up today. And we are going to be talking about A Course in Miracles. And like I always say about this course, they don't call it A Course in Miracles for nothing. This is a very, very powerful self-study curriculum in how to experience miracles of healing and abundance and joy, uh, experiencing them as natural. The miracles of healing and abundance and joy that you desire and that you deserve. The Course of Miracles says that you are entitled to miracles. Miracles are natural. They are your birthright. They are everyone's birthright as innocent children of God. So the Course says that they are natural. Miracles are natural. And when miracles of love, peace, and joy are not happening, then something has gone wrong. So we're going to be talking about how to experience the miracles of peace and joy that you desire, that you deserve, that are natural. We're going to talk about how to experience miracles as natural. So let me see if I can get this loaded up onto. Let me see here. I wonder, let me see if I can find me over here on Facebook, you guys. And change the privacy setting on this. Let's see if we can do it. There, let's see if we can do it. Okay. Edit. Live video. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get this playing here. Settings. Let's see. Okie dokie. I don't see a way to do this right now. All right. Let's see. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just post the link here. There we go. All right, guys, try that. Okay. All right. Thanks for your patience while I see if I can get myself going on Facebook. Okay. All right, everybody. Oh, so let me tell you where we're going to be at. And we are going to be in the workbook. And we're going to be in lesson 189. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So that's not working. Hopefully it'll. So you guys, Facebook right now is not allowing me to change the privacy from only me to public. So I have posted the link into my Facebook page. And hey, Greg, honey, could you go to my Facebook page or this? Could you post this link in my Facebook page? Thank you. I can't get it to go public. All right. So enough of that. And hi, Bridget, and hi, Irene. Lovely to see you all. And here is where we are going to be. We're going to be in the workbook, lesson 189. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lesson today. I mean, they're all beautiful, but this one is really beautiful, very powerful, enables you to experience the love of God within you right now, not later, not when something happens that you thought would be good, but this enables you and reminds you of the love and the peace and the power and the joy that is always available to you whenever you desire it. Remember, miracles are natural. Peace, love, and joy, they are natural. They are built in. Happiness is built into us because we were created by joy itself, the source of joy. And if we were created by the source of joy itself, then that means that you were created joyful. You were already created peaceful. You've already been created happy. That is your natural state. And the purpose of A Course in Miracles is just to remove the obstacles to your awareness of your natural state of happiness, of peace, of joy, of abundance. So this is reminding us that it's possible to experience the natural peace, joy, love, and abundance that you were created in and as anytime you desire it. It's available to you anytime, anywhere, for free. And this lesson is helping us to actually feel that, not just say it, not just contemplate it, but to feel it. You know, this is not saying, oh, the peace and the love and peace of God is in me now. It's saying, I feel it. So this is helping us to take it from the I think it to I'm feeling it, because you believe something when you're feeling it. It's one thing to think something, to intellectually think something. It's another thing to feel it, to experience it. Okay. All right. So you can say, love and peace and joy is my natural state. But until you are feeling that and experiencing that, you have not truly accepted that fact. So, all right. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. And if it's too loud, let me know. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. And if you wouldn't mind, if you'll like, share, and subscribe, that'll help the algorithms to push this content out to more folks so that more people on planet Earth can experience the love, peace, and joy of God that is in them right now that they don't know about. I just love that reminder that you've got some love, peace, and joy in you right now that you are not aware of. But that doesn't mean it's not there. And that doesn't mean you can't access that right here, right now, for free. You don't have to wait to be happy. You don't have to wait to be peaceful. So, there we go. All right. Double tap screen, top screen to like. Okay. Okay. Are you talking to me, Greg, or are you telling everybody else? All right. Okay, guys. So everybody got the place right here. All right. We're in the workbook. I'm going to try one more time on Facebook. I'm going to see if it works. Double tap. Okay. All right. Okay. That is something I am going to have to figure out. All right. And also I need to plug in my reading device here. Okay. Okay, guys, let's get into it, shall we? Thank you. All right, here we go. It says, lesson 189, I feel the love of God within me now. What a statement. Now, it says, there is a light in you that the world cannot perceive. And with the world's eyes, which means with the body's eyes, you're not going to see this light that is within you. Because with the body's eyes, you are blinded by the world. So you only don't see the light that is there within you because you're looking with the body's eyes. The body's eyes cannot see the light that is within you. Your body's eyes cannot see the light that is in others. The body's eyes can't see it. And while you're looking with the body's eyes, you are blinded by the world. And that's why you can't see the light that is in you. I love that. Yet you do have eyes to see the light in you. You do have some eyes to see that light in you because the light in you is there for you to look upon. So the light is there for you to look upon, which means you got some eyes that you can see that light with. Now, question, would you like to see the light within you, this light that is within you that the world cannot see? Would you like to see that? Even if you're not sure that that's real or true, would you like to see that light, the light that is within you? That's the question, because it is there for you to see if you want to. Now, the light that is in you, it was not placed in you to be kept hidden from your sight. So when God created you as a light, placed that light within you, it wasn't placed within you, created as you, to not be seen, to be hidden from your sight. The light within you is a reflection of the thought we're going to practice now. I'll say it again. The light within you is a reflection of the thought that we're going to practice now. What thought is that? I feel the love of God within me now. Now, what does it mean to feel the love of God within you now? What does that mean? Well, it means that to feel the love of God within you is to see the world anew, is to see the world shining with innocence, shining in innocence. It's to see the world anew, which means to see the world shining with hope and to see the world as blessed with perfect charity and love. That's what it means to feel the love of God within you now. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a big improvement on how we see the world now. Do you see the world now as shining in innocence, alive with hope, and blessed with perfect charity and love? Is that how you see the world now? Well, it's not the way I have been seeing the world today. And so, yes, indeed, this is to see the world like that, shining with innocence, alive with hope. That would be a big improvement. And this is saying that it's totally possible to see the world like that right now. Okay, great. Tell me how, Course in Miracles. Tell me how. Because I would love to see the world like that. I would love to experience a world like that. How would you like to experience your life, your world as alive with hope and shining in innocence? Okay. This is the way to do that. Beautiful. That was paragraph 1. I know, Mary, thank you for asking. For some reason, I'm not able to change my setting on Facebook. So I don't know why I'm not able to do that, Mary. But I'm glad you found me on YouTube. And so you guys, if you are able, if you could post the link for this class into my Facebook thing, that would be awesome. Then people, then people could come over here to my YouTube channel if they wanted to see the class. So thank you, Mary, for asking. I need to figure out what's going on there. Okay, but nonetheless, even though it's not working on Facebook, I could still choose to feel the love of God within me now. That's such good news. No matter what's going on, and I mean, no matter what's happening, the light is in you, and you can see it if you want to and experience the world anew as shining in innocence and alive with hope. So then it says in paragraph number 2, and go back to where we're at so you know, so anybody coming in knows where we're at. So paragraph 2, it says, now who could feel fear in such a world as this? A world that is shining in innocence, a world that is alive with hope, and a world that is blessed with charity and perfect love. Okay, who could feel fear in a world like that? Now, a world like that, a world shining in innocence, alive with hope, and blessed with perfect charity and love, a world like that is a world that rejoices that you have come into this world. And a world like this sings your praises. Can you imagine a happy, loving world singing your praises, and happy that you have come into this world? Can you imagine experiencing the world like that? And a world like this keeps you safe from every form of danger and of pain. Imagine that. Imagine experiencing the world as keeping you safe from every form of danger and every form of pain. How does that sound? How would you like to experience the world singing of your praises, rejoicing that you're here in this world, and the world keeping you safe from every form of danger and of fear and of pain? Wow. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Right? But this is a course in miracles. You might think it would take a miracle for me to experience the world like that. And that's true. It is going to take a miracle. But this is a course in miracles. This is a curriculum by which to experience what to you would be an impossible miracle. And you experience it naturally and easily through this curriculum. And anybody who's been with A Course in Miracles for a while will tell you that this is true, that the impossible is made easy through these ideas, through the application and the acceptance of these ideas. What would seem impossible to you, like being able to experience this world as rejoicing you came and singing your praises and protecting you from all danger and pain, like that kind of miracle can happen as easily as breathing, just for the desire for it, just for the asking for it. Okay. Anybody who has studied this book, this curriculum long enough will tell you that it is a course in miracles, and the so-called impossible does occur easily when you are practicing these ideas, even if you don't believe them. That's a wonderful thing about A Course in Miracles, is it tells you that because these ideas are true, you don't have to believe them to use them, to accept them. You don't have to believe them to use them. The ideas themselves will prove to you that they are true as they transform your pain and your experience of danger into a world that sings your praises and keeps you safe. All right. Now, then it says, a world like this, a world that is shining in innocence, alive with hope, that sings your praises, rejoices that you came, and keeps you safe from every form of danger and of pain. A world like this offers you a warm and gentle home in which to stay a while. In a world like this, that you are seeing through the light in you, a world like this blesses you throughout the day, and a world like this watches through the night as silent guardian of your holy sleep. That's what a world like this does for you. A world that you experience, the world that you see anew once you are practicing the idea, I feel the love of God within me now. Wow. Right. The light is a reflection of this idea, feel the love of God within me now. And when you say, even without believing, I feel the love of God within me now, that it enables you to see the world anew, a world like we've been describing. Wow. That's what I want. Now, how would you like to experience? This is a course in what works. I love that, Greg. That's beautiful. All right. How would you like to experience the world as a warm and gentle home in which to rest a while? How would you like to experience that? That seems impossible, right? This is a Course in Miracles where the impossible is experienced as easy, and as right as breathing. And it sounds too good to be true until you use it. Only the use of these ideas will show you, prove to you that they're true. Okay? You're not going to believe the Course just by hearing the words, even though these words are so beautiful, so poetic, so brilliant. It's only as you use them, even without believing them, that they prove themselves to you. All right. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Now, we're still talking about the world that you will see anew after you are saying to yourself, I feel the love of God within me now. Still talking about that world. This world, the world as this, sees salvation in you. The world sees its salvation. This world that you see anew by saying the truth, this world sees salvation in you. It sees healing in you. And so this world protects the light in you, because this world sees its own light in you. Wow. And because this world that you see anew sees its salvation in you, this world offers you its flowers, and this world offers you its snow in thankfulness for your benevolence, for your kindness. Wow. This is the world that the love of God reveals. So when you are experiencing the love of God, you're going to experience the world anew. And I mean, you will not just anew, but you will experience a world that you never dreamed possible in your wildest imaginations. Imagine experiencing a world that sees its healing in you. And so it protects you, and it offers its flowers for you, and it offers its snow and thankfulness in beneficence, in thankfulness for your kindness. Imagine experiencing the world like that. Well, the world like this is the world you experience when you are experiencing the love of God. Wow. So when I'm experiencing the love of God, not just thinking, not just intellectualizing that God is love, but when I am experiencing the love of God, this is the world that I will experience. Wow. This is the world the love of God reveals. Beautiful. Now, the world that the love of God in you reveals, this world is so different from the world you see through darkened eyes of malice and fear that one world belies the other. That's how different the two worlds are. So there's two worlds that you can see. One world is the world you see through darkened eyes of malice and of fear. The other world is the world you experience when you are experiencing the love of God in you. And these two worlds are so different that one belies the other. Okay. And what does belie mean? It means of an appearance fail to give a true notion or impression of something. Right. Okay. Now, only one of these two worlds can be perceived at all. Now, the other world is completely meaningless. So only one of those worlds is even real. So there's two worlds you can see, and the two worlds are so completely opposite that one belies, or one of them makes impossible the other. In other words, if you're looking at the world that you see through eyes of malice and of fear, then if you're looking at that world, you can't even imagine that the world where that the love of God within you reveals is even possible. When you are looking at the world that the love of God within you reveals, then you don't even know that the other world of pain and malice even exists. One world belies the other. In other words, like the Course in Miracles says, it's impossible for you to see two worlds. Two worlds that are exactly opposite, you can't see at the same time. You can only see one or the other. Okay? And so that's our choice here. Which world do you want to see? And the world of that protects you and celebrates that you're here, that offers its flowers and its snow in thankfulness for your beneficence, the world that sings your praises and rejoices that you came, that world, you can't see that world and the world that is seen through darkened eyes of malice and of fear. It's impossible to see two worlds. It's impossible to see both opposite worlds at once. And so, according to this curriculum, the world you see is a choice. And if you do not like the world you see, if you are experiencing a world of malice and of fear, then that is a choice that you can choose once again around. You can choose to see another world. The way that you experience another world is through choice. That's what A Course in Miracles teaches. That this whole other world that protects you and sings your praises and keeps you safe and offers all of its riches, its snow and flowers in thankfulness to you, this is the world that you could see if you wanted to. And that world, remember, is revealed by the love of God within you. So beautiful, so beautiful. Hi, DR. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. All right. Okay. Now, then it says we're still in paragraph 3, and we are we've just read sentence 3, which I'll read again. Only one of these worlds can be perceived at all. Now, a world in which forgiveness shines on everything, and a world in which peace offers its gentle light to everyone, that world is inconceivable to those who see a world of hatred rising from attack, a world poised to avenge, and a world of murder, a world that is rising, a world of hatred rising from attack, poised to avenge, a world poised to murder and to destroy. I'll say that again. A world in which forgiveness shines on everything, where peace offers its gentle light to everyone, is inconceivable to those who see a world of hatred rising from attack, poised to avenge, to murder, and to destroy. Okay. So, you can only see one world at a time. And when you are looking at the world in which forgiveness shines on everything and peace offers its gentle light to everyone, that world is inconceivable to anyone who's looking on a world of hatred rising from attack, poised to avenge. So again, it's a choice of which world that you want to see. The Course says it's impossible to see two worlds. And then the Course tells us to say to ourselves, as we are looking on the world that rises from hatred and attack, we're taught in the Course to say, beyond this world, there is a world I want. It's impossible to see two worlds. And I only want to see the world that is rising from the awareness of the love of God that is within me now. It comes from a choice. Okay. And then the Course says to us, seek not to change the world. Only seek to change your mind about the world. And here it's going on to say, choose once again which world you want to see. Do you want to experience the love and the abundance and the joy of God that is within you now? Or do you want to experience the grievances and the fear that the ego is always offering you? That's the choice. What do you want to experience? All the love, peace, and joy that is available to you for free because that's the nature of reality? Or do you want to experience what's not real and true, which is the reasons why you should be angry and upset all the time? Okay. That's the choice here. And this curriculum is reminding us that it is a choice. It's as simple as making a choice and choosing once again. And the Course is always reminding us that we will always have the ability and the power to choose once again if we do not like what we are experiencing. That's our true power. That is our true power that nothing in the world can take away. And I mean nothing. That is your one last remaining power as seeming prisoner of this world, right? The power to choose again which world you want to see based on what you want to have in your mind. Do you want to experience the abundance, the joy, the peace, the everlasting life that is natural because that's it, that is reality? Or do you want to experience what you don't have and what is not true, which is what your grievances are always representing? Grievances are always about what I don't have, what's been taken from me, what I've lost, what I need to give up, which is not true, not one little bit of it. The Course says that our Creator has given us everything. And so lack and loss is impossible unless we want to make it make believe, you know. And so all of that which we hold grievances about truly is make believe. We lack for nothing because our Creator has given us everything. And so the concept of lack and loss and deprivation and sacrifice is just a dream. The truth is that you have everything, all the love, all the power, all the joy, all the everlasting life. And the only reason you don't experience all the joy, all the love, all the abundance, and all the everlasting life is because you are choosing to look on something else, believe in something else. And just because you see it, and just because you believe in that lack and loss and deprivation, does not mean it is true. We all know that you can believe something that isn't true. We all know that you can believe something that's not true. Right? We do it all day long, and we see people doing it all day long. But just because you believe that lack and loss and deprivation and sacrifice and fear and pain and suffering and death is real and are upset about it, it don't mean it's true. And none of that, no pain, suffering, sacrifice can in any way, shape, or form ever take away from you the power to choose again what you want to believe and what you want to see. Thank you, God. All right. Oh, thank you, DR. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Jerry says, it's all there. We just have to download it. Amen. We just have to choose once again. You know, and the Course in Miracles is just a loving, beautiful reminder. You know, the Course isn't making you something different. The Course is just reminding you of the truth about you and the truth about reality and the truth that you will always have the power to choose again what you want to believe. Do you want to believe what you learned from your past about how you cannot be happy ever? Or do you want to believe what A Course in Miracles is telling us about how the love and the power and the joy and the abundance and the eternal life of God is within you now that you can experience, and you can therefore see the world that reflects that truth about you? Do you want to experience the truth about you as you were created by your Creator who is love? Or do you want to believe in the lie about yourself that can never be true, that you're guilty, that you don't deserve to be happy all the time? What do you want to believe? You're free to choose what you want to believe. And that's what the Course in Miracles is reminding us. It's reminding us of our freedom to choose, which is our freedom to create, which is our freedom to choose which world we want to experience. Beautiful. Brian says, I haven't watched a live stream in a while. I love these videos. They help me practice the Course. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. And that's why I teach this class in these classes, because it helps me to practice the Course. That's why I teach it. It helps me to remember it. It helps me to use it. It helps me to practice it. That's why I do it. So thank you, Brian. I appreciate that very much. And I love it. And so let's see. And then Jerry says, yes, I'm a glutton for a placement, and I want to experience everything that's not true. LOL, not. I love it. And then DR says, Holy Spirit, please help me choose once again and again and again. Beautiful. And DR also says, an image just popped up on Instagram as you're reading this that says, the world we choose to see. Synchronicity? Yes, indeed. Exactly. So exactly. What is synchronicity? Synchronicity is you perceiving that it is true that the world you see is coming from your thoughts, right? So that's what synchronicity really is. It's like, oh, it really is true that the world I see is just a mirror reflection of what I'm thinking, which means what I'm choosing. What I'm thinking is what I'm believing, is what I'm choosing. And there's only two choices available to us. And that is, do I want to choose to accept reality as it was created by love? Or do I want to make up? Do I want to make up what is true and experience a world of, of what's not real and what's not true? Right? A world that is a world of hatred rising from attack, poised to avenge, to murder, and to destroy. What do I want to believe? What world do I want to see? So beautiful. I just love that because it just reminds us that we really are not a victim. We really are not a victim of the world we see, because the world we see is coming from our beliefs and our choice about what we want to see and believe and experience. And this section is reminding us that you could be experiencing the love of God within you and all that comes with the love of God. That's what you could be experiencing. And you could be experiencing the world that reflects that. That's the possibility. So it's reminding us of what we can do when we want to. Now, so now, it's still talking to us about the world that is the world that rises from attack, the world that is poised to avenge, to murder, and to destroy. Okay, still talking about the world as we know it, right? It says, yet is this world of hatred equally unseen and inconceivable to those who feel God's love in them. So if you are feeling God's love in you, you couldn't even conceive of the world of hatred, the world that rises from hatred, and the world of hatred rising from attack. You couldn't even conceive of it if you were feeling God's love for you within you. That would be inconceivable to you. Now, you who feel God's love for you, in you, your world reflects the quietness and the peace that shines in you. The world you see, feeling the love of God in you, reflects the gentleness and the innocence that you see reflecting, that you see surrounding you. The world you see is the joy with which you look out from the endless wells of joy within. That's the world you see. When you who feel God's love within you, your world reflects the quietness and peace that shines in you. Your world reflects the gentleness and innocence that you see surrounding you. Your world reflects the joy with which you look out from the endless wells of joy within. Yes, I say yes to that. How would you like to experience the endless wells of joy within you? And a world that reflects the endless wells of joy within you. Well, that comes from experiencing and feeling God's love for you within you. Wow. When you feel God's love, not when you intellectualize God's love within you, but when you feel God's love within you, you're going to experience the endless wells of joy within you, and you are going to see a world that reflects that, and a world that it sees you as its salvation, and a world that protects you and a world that rejoices that you're here, and a world that keeps you safe from danger and from pain. That's what you're going to experience. Well, that's what I want to experience for sure. That is the opposite of the world that I experience now. It's the world as we experience it now, at the world that we experience through the eyes of malice and fear and anger is a world that is no safety anywhere. No safety anywhere. That's the world you see when you're not feeling the love of God within you. That's the world that you see when you are choosing to see your grievances instead of what's really there within you, which is the love of God, right? So, like DR said, I'll take it, LOL. Absolutely. Now, then it says, now, those who feel the love of God for them, within them, these folks, what they have felt in them, God's love, they look upon, they see, which means they see its sure reflection everywhere. When you feel God's love for you within you, you're going to see the sure reflection of that everywhere. So here's the question. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? The choice is given you. You always have that choice. Like we said, nothing can take that choice from you. Nothing. Not any disaster, not any pain, not any suffering. Nothing can take away that choice from you as to which world you want to see. Do you want to see the world that reflects God's love for you everywhere? A world that rejoices that you came? A world that protects you from danger and pain? A world that offers its flowers and its snow in thankfulness to your kindness? Or do you want to experience the world in which there ain't any safety ever, and all there is lack and loss and a demand for sacrifice? Which world do you want to see? The choice is given you. So just learn, and don't let your mind forget this law of seeing. Learn. What does it mean when it goes learn? Just learn. Learn what? Don't let your mind forget this law of seeing. This is the law of seeing. What's the law of seeing? You will look upon that which you feel within. That's the law of seeing. You will look upon that which you feel within. You're not going to look upon what you say you believe. You're going to look upon that which you feel within. That's why sometimes people can be talking the truth, but they don't see the reflection of that truth around them because they're not really feeling that truth within them. They may be saying the words of the truth, but they're not feeling the truth of it within them. And so even though they're saying the words of truth, their world isn't reflecting that truth. We've all experienced that, and we've all done that, where we've all experienced somebody who's saying the right things, but yet their world is still reflecting a lot of chaos and pain and suffering and lack and loss. That's us. We've been those people who are saying the right words, the true words, but our world is reflecting a lot of suffering and pain and grievances, because the world you see is going to reflect what you feel within. What you feel within is reflecting what you really believe. Okay, your emotions are more of a mirror of what you believe than what you say. That's why the Course in Miracles says that what you teach has nothing to do with your words. It's what are you demonstrating, and what you're really demonstrating is really coming from what you feel within. What you feel within is the mirror of what you really believe. All right, Jerry says, I am ready to take the plunge. All right. That's so powerful. So paragraph 5, what would you see? Which world do you want to see? The choice is given you, but learn. And don't let your mind forget this law of seeing. The law of seeing that you will look upon that which you feel within. And so, if hatred finds a place within your heart, you will perceive a fearful world. What's a fearful world? That's a world that is held cruelly in death's sharp, pointed, bony fingers. Whew. But if you feel the love of God within you, then you are going to look out upon a world of mercy and a world of love. Beautiful. And take a breath on that one. So beautiful. That's the law of seeing. So, is there anybody right now who is seeing a world that is fearful, that seems to be held cruelly in death's sharp, pointed, bony fingers? Okay. If you are experiencing a fearful world of death and disaster and pain and suffering, it is because hatred has found a place in your heart. That's not the reality. The world's reality is not a place of disaster, pain, death. The reality of the world is not cruel. And so if you are seeing the world as cruel and dangerous, you are only seeing the world that reflects the hatred that has found a place in your heart. So no matter how valid you perceive that grievance is, no matter how valid you perceive that hatred in your heart is, it is going to show you a cruel world. And it's not true. The cruel world you're seeing is not reality. It's just a reflection of the hatred that has found a place in your heart. Well, that's a great description of a grievance. It's wherever hatred has found a place in your heart. So where is it that you are allowing hatred to find a place in your heart? Okay. Wherever that is the place that is producing your experience of the world as cruel and murderous and attacking. That's so very deep. Course in Miracles tells us that if something is not as God created it, then it's not real. And God is only love. God is only gentle. God is eternal. And so if something is harmful and painful and cruel, then it's not reality. God did not create that. That is not reality. It's just a projection of the hatred that has found a place in your heart. So instead of trying to change the world from a cruel place into a happy place, instead of trying to change the world, go look for where hatred has found a place in your heart. Go look for it, and choose once again whether that's what you want to hold in your heart. Choose once again if that's what you want to look at. And choose once again, remembering that you could be seeing what's really there in your heart. And what's really there in your heart even though you may not feel it at the moment, what's really in your heart, because God put it in your heart, in your creation, is God's love for you, that God has for all of God's creations, no exceptions. You could be feeling that. You could be seeing that, and then seeing a world that reflects only that. The choice is given you. Which world do you want to see? Do you want to keep that grievance as your only friend and see a world that is cruel? Or do you want to see what's really there within you, which is your Creator's love for you? And your Creator's love for you is not something like, oh, my Creator loves me if I behave, if I follow all the rules that got projected onto God, for God to love me. No, God's love for you is there in everything that lives. Whatever lives, God loves. Whatever lives was created by God's love. And that's has no exception. That's the nature of reality. That's the nature of God. And so whatever God has created, which means whatever has life, has God's love within it. So it's not like we learned about the love of God that you got to earn, that you got to work for, that you got to sacrifice for, that you got to earn. That's not the truth about God, and that's not the truth about God's love. And thank God for A Course in Miracles, which is finally, finally reminding us of what the truth is about God and about us. And the truth is that God is only love, and God created us, so we are only love. That's the only reality. And from the acceptance, the choice for that reality, we will see only a world that blesses us and protects us and celebrates, rejoices that we came, and protects us from pain and from suffering. It's so beautiful. All right. Mary says, your steadfastness is so helpful for us as students. You are a good leader for the course and very valuable to me. Thank you, Mary. I deeply appreciate that. I can feel your sincerity there, and it moves me deeply. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, because that's all I want to be, and that's all I want to do, and that's all I want to help others to do. All I want to do is be helpful to others in hearing the truth about themselves, so that they can experience the love that God has for them, and so they can then experience a life in a world that loves them like God. There's another workbook lesson. It's one of my favorites, 156, where it talks about God goes with me wherever I go, or I walk with God in perfect holiness. I forget which one, but it talks about that when you have accepted God's love for you and you feel God's love for you, the trees drop their leaves so that the ground beneath your feet is soft. It says the waves bow down before you. Now it says that the wind sinks to a whisper around your holy head, and the flowers offer their fragrance to you. The trees offer their shade to you. When you have chosen to feel God's love for you, in contrast to the judgment that you learned God gives you, then the world honors you. The world sees you as its savior. The world honors you and blesses you and protects you and provides for you. When you accept God's love for you, you will experience the world as wanting to honor you and provide for you and protect you. It's just so, so beautiful. And so in paragraph 6, what it says is, let's see how we're doing here. Okay. So in paragraph 6, it says, so today, here's how we're going to practice this idea. You ready for the practice? This is how you practice it. Okay. So it told you the truth, and then it tells you how to practice it, how to use it today. So today, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to practice it. We're going to pass grievances. We're going to pass grievances by as we seek to reach to what is true in us, so that we can feel its all embracing tenderness, so that we can feel reality's love, which knows us perfect as itself, its sight, which is the gift its love bestows on us. That's the exercise. So instead of nurturing those grievances, instead of allowing hatred to find a place within our heart, instead of cherishing grievances, we're going to pass grievances by. Grievances are going to go like, hey, here's why you need to be upset and angry all day long. We're just going to be like, do. We're just going to pass them by. We're going to pass those grievances by. Not today. We're going to pass those grievances by. So, as we reach to what is true in us, so that we can feel its all embracing tenderness, its love, which knows us as perfect as itself. That's what we're going to do today. That's how we're going to practice this idea. Doesn't that sound great? Did you know that you could pass grievances by? Did you know that you can pass those voices of the grievances by? You'd be like, not today, ego. Bye. Not today. Okay. This is saying you could just pass your grievances by. Not today, ego. Sorry. I'm going to reach to what's true in me, which is God's love for me. That's what I'm going to do, so that I can feel God's love, all embracing tenderness, which knows us as perfect as itself. That's what I'm going to do. I love it. DR says, later, grievances. That's right. Talk to the hand. See ya. It's like, oh, you can do that? That's a thing? You can just pass the grievances by? You don't have to sit and go, oh, no, that's terrible grievances. Oh, I should feel horrible. I should feel afraid and angry. You can do that? That's a thing? Apparently so. You can just pass those grievances by as you reach toward what is true in you, so that you can feel God's love's all embracing tenderness. Okay, that's what you can do. I love it. And then Brian says, no more political news, LOL. I know, that's right. There are times when you just got to go, not today, ego. I have a little sticker that goes, not today, Satan. And I love it because it's just a reminder that you can say no. You know, that's the real meaning of just say no. Just say no to those grievances, at least for just a few minutes each day, or just a few minutes today, right? Now it says, this is us learning the way today. This is the way to feel God's love for us, to experience its all embracing tenderness, to feel its protection. Okay, this is the way that we're learning how to do that today. We're learning the way to do it today. We say, not today, grievances, I'm going to pass you by. And I'm going to reach to feel God's love for me within me. That's what I'm going to do. This is me learning the way today. And the way to experience God's love for you and the world that reflects that is as sure as love itself, to which this lesson carries us. Because today's lesson, its simplicity, avoids the snares that the foolish convolutions of the world's apparent reasoning but serves to hide. So today's very simple lesson, what does it do? It enables us to avoid the snares of the world. It enables us to what? To avoid the snares that the world's apparent reasoning but serves to hide. I'll say that again. The simplicity of today's lesson, I feel the love of God within me now, avoids the snares, the traps that the foolish convolutions of the world's apparent reasonings, our grievances, only serve to hide. So our grievances are hiding the ego's traps. Okay. So what is a grievance? It's a trap that the world is setting to trap you. Okay. That's what a grievance is. It seems to you, like it says, it seems reasonable. Okay. The world presents grievances as, well, this is reasonable. If you don't hold a grievance with this guy and that or this, then you're going to be taken advantage of. You're going to be a fool, right? That's the world's reasoning. The world says, if you don't accept this grievance and allow hatred to find a place in your heart, then you're going to be vulnerable. You're going to be a fool. You're going to be a victim. Okay. But really, that is a trap. That's how the ego traps you, right? The ego makes it seem reasonable that if you don't hold this grievance, that you won't be safe. But that's a trap. Because if you go, yeah, that is reasonable. I think I am going to let hatred find a place in my heart for this person in this situation. Then you are trapped. The ego got you. And now you're going to experience the world of grievances where you don't have any reason to be happy ever. You know, the ego wants you to experience the world where you don't have any reason to feel happy, to feel safe, and to feel loved. Okay. Have you noticed? Trisha says, how you do it. Pass gravies, pay attention, pass grievances, pay attention to reach what is true in you so that you can feel the tenderness of others. Very well said. Beautiful. Okay. So this, like Trish said, this is how we're doing it. This is how we do the choice to experience God's love for us so that we can see a world that reflects that. This is how we're doing it. This is how we pass grievances by. We see those grievances as a trap, a temptation, a trap to stay and experience a world that is scary, that is not safe, that is not abundant and supportive. Yes, DR says it gets a laser focus on junk. That's what grievances do. Now, what a different way to interpret grievances. So I want you to bring to your awareness right now, oh my God, it's 8:30. Almost 8:30. I want you to think about a grievance that you have right now, and I want you to go, that is a trap. That is the ego setting a trap for me. A trap that if I say yes to it and I let this grievance, this hatred find a place in my heart, that I'm going to not feel God's love for me. I'm going to feel like I'm a victim of this cruel world. I want you to practice interpreting your grievances as that. All right. Okay. Now we're in paragraph 7. Okay. So we're still practicing. How do you feel the love of God within you now? How do you make that choice? How do you experience it? Okay. Ready? Okay. So, this is so beautiful. This is how you do it. Simply do this. Be still, which means lay aside all thoughts of what you are. Lay aside all thoughts of what God is. Lay aside all ideas that you have learned about the world. Lay aside all images you hold about yourself. Empty your mind of everything that your mind thinks is either true or false, good or bad. Lay aside every thought your mind judges worthy. Lay aside all the ideas of which your mind is ashamed. Hold on to nothing. In other words, do not bring with you one thought that your past has taught you. Do not keep hold of one belief you ever learned before from everything. Forget this world, forget this course, and come with holy, empty hands unto your God. That's the way to practice this idea. This is the way to experience God's love for you so that you can experience the world that reflects that. Paragraph 8. Is it not God who knows the way to you? You don't need to know the way to God. Your part is simply to allow all obstacles that you have interposed between you and God to be quietly removed forever. God will do God's part in joyful and immediate response. Ask and receive. But don't make demands. In other words, don't point the road to God by which God should appear to you. The way to reach God is merely to let God be. Because in merely letting God be, in that way is your reality acclaimed as well as God's. And so today, we do not choose the way in which we go to God, but we do choose to let God come to us. And with this choice to let God come to us, we rest. And in our quiet hearts and open minds, God's love will blaze its pathway of itself to us. What has not been denied is surely there if it's true. And what's there within us can be surely reached. God knows you. And God knows the way to you. God does not need you to show God how to find God's way to you. Through every opened door, God's love shines outward from its home within you. And God's love lightens up the world in innocence. So beautiful. So take a breath. Now is the prayer that ends this lesson. So we did the meditation part where we emptied our minds and we emptied our hands of everything that we've ever learned about anything and ourselves. We let it all go. We laid it all aside and we just let God be. And we let God find us. And we let God love us. And now here's the prayer that we now say to God in order to practice this lesson and experience God's love for us. And it goes like this. God, we don't know the way to you, but we have called you and you will answer us. God, we will not interfere because salvation's ways are not our own, because happiness's ways belong to you, God. And it is unto you, God, that we look for the way to happiness. Our hands are open to receive your gifts, God. And God, we have no thoughts that we think apart from you. And God, we're not going to cherish any beliefs of what we are or who created us. Yours is the way, God. Yours is the way that we would find and follow. And we ask, God, only that your will, which is our own will as well, be done in us and in the world, that your will, that the world become a part of heaven now. I'll say that again. And we ask God only, God, we ask only that your will, which is our own will as well, be done in us and in the world, that the world become a part of heaven now. Amen. Wow. All right. So that is the workbook lesson. I feel the love of God within me now. It's the practice. It really lays out the truth about what is within you, what is your reality, what is the reality that is there to be experienced. And then it tells you how to experience that. It reminds you how to choose that. It reminds you that that is a choice you can make right now. And then it teaches you how to let God come to you. It teaches you how to let go of everything that you have blocked the experience of God's love for you, which is within you. So it teaches you how to let go of those blocks so that you can experience that which is within you, that which is real and true about you, so that you can experience the world that mirrors that. It's such a beautiful, beautiful practice. It's a beautiful, beautiful practice. So that's the lesson. I'm going to do a couple of announcements, and then I'll just do a 2-minute integration meditation. Okay. So I just want to say thank you all for joining this. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing and supporting this message and supporting this ministry. I deeply appreciate that. And thank you for doing what you're doing, because truly, as you allow the truth to find its way in your heart, as you allow the love of God to find its way to your heart, truly, that is what you are giving to the world, and that is how the world becomes a part of heaven. So thank you on behalf of the world that is transformed to heaven through your choice. Thank you. Way to love the world, way to love yourself. All right. So now what I want to tell you about is I want to tell you about this Course in Miracles workshop, play shop, that Dr. Carla Adams and I are doing at the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center. It's an in-person workshop at the moment, but soon we may be doing them online as well. And so if you are in the Denver area and you would like to come join us, the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center community, for a day of practicing A Course in Miracles principles with a bunch of beautiful, loving, mighty companions. The next one is coming up June 21st at the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center. These are monthly workshops. So if you can't make this one, just stay tuned, and we're doing them almost monthly. We will be. And the one we're doing this month is called Abundant Living Through Community. And it's all about how the Course in Miracles teaches that joining is how we experience the safety and the abundance of reality, right? Through all that we give is given to ourselves, which means that to experience the abundance of the universe, you must give that, you must share that, right? And that entails that implies that you need others in order to experience your true nature of abundance and joy, just like they need you. And of course, the Miracles teaches us that all that you give is given to yourself. So we're going to be learning through this workshop, through the course, about how to remove the blocks to abundance that we've put in our world by the belief that having comes from taking, not giving. So we're going to learn about that. We're going to practice that. We're going to play that. And we're going to join on these ideas. We're going to play these ideas so that we can experience the truth of them and then experience a world that reflects that reality of joining in abundance. And joining through abundance. That's what we're going to be talking about. So that is that. And I want to tell you also about my new website in which you can access classes of mine, also my writings, my blog, and you can schedule sessions. You can learn about my class schedules all through my website. And becoming a member of the website at certain levels of it, you can access my Course in Miracles readings, where I'm just reading A Course in Miracles to beautiful music. So that is that. Go check that out. And it doesn't cost anything to become a member, but it does make a way for us to have a more intimate kind of communication, you and me. So go check it out. And thank you for that. All right. So now what we're going to do is, and thank you guys for your super chats. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you for sharing this message. Thank you for supporting this ministry. I deeply appreciate that. Now, what we're going to do is just a 2-minute integration meditation where we're just going to take these ideas and we're just going to use them. I'm going to take you through this meditation process that is so beautiful as the the practice to experience the love of God for you so that you can feel it and experience it. Okay. So if you are able to, I want you to close your eyes and take a breath. Oh, actually, we're not even at an hour and a half yet. That's right, we started late. Okay, great. So, great, we'll have more time to do the integration meditation. So, close your eyes, take a breath, and breathe. All right. So today we're going to pass our grievances by. We are going to seek to reach the love of God, God's love for us within us, so that we can feel God's love for us. It's all embracing tenderness. For the next few minutes, we are going to avoid the trap of grievances, so that we can uncover and experience the reality of that which is within us, no matter what it is that we think we've done. Simply do this. Be still. Lay aside all thoughts of what you are and what God is. Lay aside all concepts you have learned about the world. Lay aside all images you hold about yourself. Empty your mind of everything your mind thinks is either true or false. Empty your mind of everything your mind thinks is good or bad. Empty your mind of every thought your mind judges worthy. and empty your mind of all the ideas of which your mind is ashamed. Hold on to nothing. Do not bring with you one thought that the past has taught you. Do not hold on to one belief you ever learned before from anything. And breathe. Forget this world. Forget this course. And come with wholly empty hands unto your God. We are letting go of everything that is not true, everything that you have learned, so that you can experience that which is within you now and forever. Is it not God who knows the way to you? You don't need to know the way to God. Your part right now is simply to allow all obstacles that you have interposed between you and God to be quietly removed forever. So hold on to nothing you have ever learned. Let go of all thoughts about what things mean, what things are that you have learned from the past. Let go of everything that you think should be happening. Let go of everything you think you need to do to be loved. Let it go. Hold on to nothing and come with wholly empty hands unto your God. Ask and receive. Don't make any demands on God. Don't point the road to God by which God should appear to you. The way to reach God is merely to let God be. For in just letting God be, that's how you proclaim your reality as well. Don't choose the way in which you go to God. Just choose to let God come to you. And then rest and breathe. And in your quiet heart and in your open mind, God's love will blaze its pathway of itself to you. God knows you. God knows the way to you. God does not need you to show God how to find God's way to you. God, we don't know the way to you, but we have called to you, and you will answer us. I will not interfere. The ways of happiness are not my ways, because the way to happiness belongs to you, God. And it's to you, God, that I'm going to look for the way to happiness. God, my hands are open to receive your gifts. God, I have no thoughts I think apart from you. And right now, I'm going to cherish no beliefs of what I am or who created me. God, yours is the way that I would find and follow. And God, I ask only that your will, which is my own will as well, be done in me. And I ask that your will be done in the world, so that the world becomes a part of heaven now. Amen. Thank you, God. All right, you guys. Beautiful. Way to love yourself. That was so awesome. Wasn't that beautiful? That felt so good to me, doing that meditation process with you. So beautiful. What a powerful, 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 powerful healing meditation that enables you to feel the love of God within you now, which enables you to see a whole world that reflects only that. I appreciate you all more than I can say. Thank you for joining this class. Thank you for sharing this class. Thank you for supporting this ministry. And I will see you next time I see you.